So today, one of my action items on here on my master to-do list at work is to start outsourcing things to India, and doesn't necessarily have to be India, but outsourcing to cheaper labor that we can do things that are mundane. We have hundreds, and I mean hundreds of hundreds. We probably have close to 5,000 of these data entry leads that when we go to expos, we get the people fill these in as their lead sources for us, and we get a lot of business from those things when we're at expos and fairs and things like that. They're entering their information in there, and then we mail things to them, we call them, we do lots of different things. We have tens of thousands of these things. They're inventory control cards. When we buy something, we move something from one building to the other building or something like that. We fill out these things, and they're in major need of being basically just inputting this in and inputting that in. It's data entry. Today we spent about an hour and a half. Trish and I did. Mel came up for a little bit. Jake was here for a little bit, and we just basically, I think, scratched the surface on some of the things that we can do. I can get a full-time employee in India for 6 days a week, 8 hours a day, and it's $450 a month. Unreal. And so we kind of just briefly started scratching the surface on some of the things that I have on here. I've got some of my lead ticket, inventory tablets, guest surveys, some of these outbound calls that we do that we don't necessarily need to be auditing of rates, auditing of items that can be brought up here. Purchasing tickets, spam, mailer daemon issues, and things like that. There are literally, I don't even know how many hours we're up to, but we're close to probably about $50,000 a year that we're paying right now an employee to do, and that's crazy. And considering I can get that outsourced for a tenth of that so far. So we're just in the process of scratching the surface on that. We talked quite a bit that we're going to spend, instead of spending the time data entering those things, we're going to spend that time figuring out what we can outsource, how to go about doing it, processes that we need to change internally to make that very easy, friendly, for anybody to do. So that's what we started working on today is scratching the surface on outsourcing and how we can simplify my life and simplify everybody else's lives easier as well. So that's what I've been working on today, and I feel pretty accomplished that's really where we got started today. So anyway, that's my update for today.